Hi everyone, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. I am so excited because I have done something that I have been wanting to do for so long. If you've been following me, watching me for a while, you know that I've been wanting to make a harness for a few seasons now. And so I finally did it. Last week we had this green dress and I decided to give it pockets because everything should have pockets. Everything should have pockets, and now it can. So if you missed that video, definitely go back and watch it after this one. But I wanted something to give it a little bit of an edge, to make it a little bit tough. So I decided to bite the bullet, go ahead and just take the sleeve of an old thrifted leather coat and make a harness or a harness type thing. And I know there's going to be so many ideas, inspiration in here for you to make whatever type of harness type thing you would like to make. All right, let's do it. So I have a leather jacket that I thrifted. I like to use real leather because it lasts forever. I just don't particularly care for faux leather because it crumbles. But I'm taking the sleeve off of this and I'm hoping that I can do this harness with just one sleeve. Of course, the lining won't be as easy to take apart, but all right, here is the sleeve. I just cut the lining out. I am going to take loose the outside seam because I want to keep this because I think this will be really good against my body. That's the shape I want. So I'm going to take this seam off and then also take this seam out. So this is the basic piece I want, but I need another piece to go across me in the front. So I'm gonna try and use this piece. Now it's just a matter of getting the shape right. So like that. And then these two will come apart and this will go to the back. Before I go any further, I'm gonna separate these two and sew this to this and this to the back. We're going to open this seam up and sew these two pieces together and sew this piece onto the back. All right, so here it is after attaching these two end pieces. My original idea was that it would do this and that this would come across, but you can see it's giving a big gape on the side because that seam is not fitting me. I don't have a chest, so. But I tried it like this and I think I like that better. So it changes the design in the back a little bit, but I'm okay with it because it fits without me having to do a whole lot of finagling. This comes down across my chest. This comes over here and it wraps around. Now, if you have a dress form, this would be the time to use it, right? So all I need to figure out is how to cut this curve over here so that it comes underneath my arm and meets up with the other side. All right, I went and got my soap and I think that the squareness of that is okay. It's just now that it's curving towards my face and that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so I think this is what we want to do. I'm okay with it going straight across underneath my arm. So the curve is there. We added another curve to take it down to the same height as the rest of it. All of this is getting cut off and then this is going to be separated from here. This is going to be sewn to here. So we're going to cut this. Now we're going to take this loose and attach these two. All right, so this is what we have at this point. I do have it tucked under. I have two seams in the back that I have lined up, and that means that this is kind of coming towards my neck a little bit. I mean, I guess I could move it over some and not worry about those seams in the back, but I'll still have to do a dart either way. So lining up those seams means that the dart goes here. I want to cut it off like here so that the straps will go from here to there. Like I want part of it to be open with straps. I'll mark right there. So we're gonna go ahead and make those adjustments and we'll be ready to sew on the straps. So here's the part that needs to be cut off. Then we need to cut off the bottom. We're gonna leave space for a hem, a little over 2 inches. I am definitely going to reinforce these seams before I top stitch. We can also do this dart, mark it on the inside. We want to mark how long. That way when we take off the clips, we have our dart marked very well. And since it's a chest curve, I always like to bow it out a little bit and then come up. Just a little bit of a curve there so that it follows the line of your chest. All right, so we're gonna sew in our dart. We're gonna reinforce all of these stitches. And then open them up and top stitch each side. We are also going to hem both sides, top and bottom. Haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Definitely hit that subscribe button because this spring wardrobe is heating up. We got a dress, we're making a harness, and you never know what's coming next. If you missed my spring runway reaction video where I showed you all of the things that I'm interested in, definitely check that out. I'll put a link to that in the description box as well as the little eye up there. But you don't want to miss anything. Hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. All right, so here's what we have. Far cry from that whole sleeve, but you know, it is what it is. It's working. It's doing what we intended for it to do. So now it's time to add the straps. I'll show you guys from the inside. I could definitely make another one of these with a lining, you know, if I choose, but we're trying to keep this as easy peasy as possible. So I have this polypropylene webbing that I bought for making backpacks. And I want one up here. That's interesting. I could do two and then have one go across my back to the other side and then one go down. And I want two over here. And I'm going to use backpack clips for the closure. I am going to make two 6-inch pieces of the webbing that's going to attach here. We're going to attach that before we attach it to the harness. In order to do that, I'm first going to burn the ends. Just let it dry, cool, I should say, and now it won't fray. And I'm gonna make that 6 inches. All right, so those are ready. Now, for the other side, I want my webs, I want them to hang down. So I'm gonna make them 36 inches. Now that is gonna make them two different lengths because, you know, one buckle is going to be slightly higher than the other one, but it's okay. I'm okay with that actually. For the back, we're going to cut one 26-inch piece, which is going to be the strap, and it's going to be held on this like that. And then one 30-inch piece, which is going to tie on the other side, and that's going to be the adjustable part, and it's going to hang down at the bottom. So we need to burn both of these. Now it's time to assemble. We have these two pieces that go in the front here. We're gonna go underneath and through the middle. And we just wanna make sure those are even down at the bottom. So these are gonna be attached here. Then our long straps needs to be attached on the opposite side. So now we can sew those two straps on and those two straps on. this, I sewed it backwards. I sewed it with this part on top, and it should have been this part on top. And the reason that makes a difference is because if you sew it the wrong way, once you loop it, it'll slip. It won't hold securely. So I had to take it apart and sew it back together. Now I am going to top stitch it. And that's it. For the back, we have the long strap that needs to be attached here, or should have done it before I hemmed, but that's okay. And then we're gonna take our 26-inch piece and loop it the same way we did the others. And we can go ahead and cut this straight. This needs to go here. I always try to do it like that so I make sure that I put it on correctly. So we are gonna get the effect that we wanted, because I'm gonna separate them a little bit so it covers the whole strap. They'll overlap a little bit, and then we'll sew those on, and it'll end up being like that. And of course we'll top stitch. All right, here we go. For the last size, you can either go under the first one and into the middle, just like we did before, but that would take it to the inside, or you can go under into the middle and then out through the top like that. That's how I did this one. I think I want this one to go to the inside, so I'm gonna do it the same we were doing the other ones. Yes. Oh, I haven't made anything like this in so long. So here's some of my observations. I think that I should have used a smaller needle, because that Sailrite was like eating through this leather. You could do this on your regular sewing machine if you have a walking foot or any of your heavy duty, strong and tough, you know, any of those type of machines. All right, we did it, we did it, we did it, we did it. Finally, now we have the task, the goal, the honor of styling this thing. Now, this could go 50 million different ways, and I am just gonna show you one amazing way. I thrifted some leather pants, which was my, like, on my ultimate wish list of things to thrift, because they've been really hard to find now that they're trending. I finally found some, so we are going to use those and style this harness now. Guys, when I tell you that I love this thing, I love this thing. I said in the video about the spring runway trends that when you have a piece that you can layer on top of other things, and the good thing about a harness is it's a layering piece that doesn't matter the weather. It doesn't matter whether it's spring, summer, winter, fall, it doesn't matter. It is elevating. It is raising the bar, like raising the bar. I don't know if you guys remember, this used to be a just regular blazer that I showed you guys how to take out on the sides if you're hippie. I know a lot of girls, I'm not one of those girls. Wish I had a little bit more hips, but I did it for my curvy girls out there to show you how you can take a men's blazer and adjust it for your curves. Now, I like it because it makes me look like I have a little bit of curves, and then with the harness on top, that just adds another level of dimension. And then with the leather pants, I do have a skirt that matches. I could wear it with the skirt, but I wanted to try the leather pants, and it is definitely giving edgy. I love this look with the, you know, super sleek hair. It just all goes together. You guys know I must be feeling it. I got my shoulders out. You know, I must be feeling it today. But yes, I love this. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I did want to say, for inspiration, imagine this in another color. I know not everybody wants to be, you know, like edgy and tough. Imagine this in brown suede with fringe. For all my boho girls out there, I know you're feeling it. Imagine this in white leather. Imagine this in a lot of different ways. Imagine this multi-tonal or in colored leather. Yes, y'all go for it. Have at it. Live your best life, your best harness life. And let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this and if you're interested in making one. And definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and I have a ton of other videos for you to watch right here. I'm gonna start putting this spring wardrobe videos in a playlist so we can keep up, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.